Okay, boys and girls, so we are going to do our last assignment of the day, which is science. We already did our language arts, we did our social studies, we did our math, now we're doing our science. Please be aware that today is Wednesday. You usually take your gym class this time. So you do need to do your assignment for gym. I'm not your gym teacher or your art teacher, your technology or music teacher. So they don't do YouTube channels. I do for mine. So unfortunately, I can't help you with gym. If you have any questions about gym, please make sure you contact Miss Cruz. All right. So for science, again, please make sure that you're on class pages. Make sure you're on science. Make sure you're on week 1. Week 1, you'll see all the assignments right here. You're going to click on it. And once you click on it, it's going to pop up all your assignments for the week. Just a side note, you can click on this PDF and it's going to show you how you can type into a PDF file. So this is really good for you and your parents to look at, so you can easily write in a document if you need to. But again, I always make extra Word documents for you guys for you to do. So I'm going to click on week 1 assignments. It's going to pop up all the assignments for this week. I don't want you to get too nervous because you're going to see quite a few there. But don't worry. All you need to do is one part right now. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a few. All I really want you to do today is the Earth and Space study guide and then the Earth and Space worksheet. The other ones you can save for a different day. So again, we're only doing Earth and Space, this one and this one, the study guide and that. Once you click on the study guide, it's going to pop up, and this is the reading that you're going to do. Please read this out loud. Remember, there are questions throughout this read aloud that I'll ask you, so you could comment below. There's quite a few pages, not too bad. So let's begin. Earth and Space. The sun, which is a star, is Earth's source of heat and light. It takes the Earth 24 hours to turn or rotate completely one time. The Earth's rotation every 24 hours results in day and night on Earth. While the Earth rotates, half of the Earth faces the sun, experiencing day, while the other half is in darkness, experiencing night. The Earth rotates at the same speed every day for each of the 24 hours it takes Earth to rotate once completely. As you can see, they're bold highlighted words, darker than others. Those are your critical vocabulary words. Those are important to know. So for a homework pass or a small treasure box toy, who can tell me what rotation means? Comment below. The Earth rotates on its axis. An axis is an imaginary straight line running through the center of Earth from the North Pole to the South Pole, around which the Earth rotates. What is an axis? Comment below. This paragraph kills me as a teacher because there's a lot of mistakes, so you're going to read it and be like, huh? I'll tell you why. The Earth also travels in a circle around the sun. The Earth's path around the sun is called its orbit. Now this is the part that messes up. When is travels around, it's supposed to say when it travels around its circle or orbit one time, we all it a revolution. No, it's supposed to be we call it a revolution. I don't know who made this up. This is how we measure 1 year. Who could tell me what orbit means and revolution means? Comment below. Earth's seasons. The Earth's revolutions have to do with its seasons. As the Earth rotates on its axis and circles the sun, different parts of the Earth are closer to the sun than others. How much heat and light we get on planet Earth depends on how close the Earth is to the sun. For example, during winter in the northern hemisphere is pointing furthest away from the sun. How the sun is tilted on its axis and where it is in comparison to the sun is the reason for the seasons on Earth. The length of daylight on Earth changes during each season, even though every day is always 24 hours no matter what season it is. Winter days have the shortest amount of daylight and the summer days have the longest. I'm going to stop right here and ask you a question. Comment below with the answer. How long does it take the moon to make one revolution of its orbit? Comment below. The moon. The moon goes through different phases about every 4 weeks. If you ever look up at the sky, boys and girls, you might see your moon looking like a full moon. It might look like a crescent. It might look like a half of a moon. So please pay attention to that because that's pretty cool, the phases of the moon. When the moon is between the earth and the sun, the moon looks dark. This phase is called the new moon. New moon. Waxing means growing. The moon can be described as this when it becomes more visible from Earth during certain moon phases. Waning. Waning means shrinking. The moon can be described as this when it becomes less visible from the sun during certain moon phases. During the waxing crescent phase of the moon, only a sliver of the moon's surface can be seen from Earth. The first quarter phase of the moon is when the moon looks half full, kind of like a fraction. During the waxing gibbous phase, we see between a half moon and a full moon. So boys and girls, I want to have a challenge for tonight. Go outside tonight if you can, or look out your window and tell me what phase of the moon is tonight. Is it going to be a full moon? Is it going to be a half moon? Is it going to be a waxing crescent moon where it's a sliver? Is it going to be first quarter, waxing gibbous? You can look at these for your answer when you go to look outside tonight. It's time for full moon. When the sun and the moon are on opposite sides of the earth, the moon appears full, because the sun is reflecting its light completely on the half of the moon that we can see on Earth. The moon's waning gibbous phase comes right after the full moon phase. This is when the moon is between a full moon and a half a moon. It looks like this. Outside you'll see it almost looks full, but it's not. During the last quarter phase, only 1/4 of the moon's surface will be seen on Earth. During the moon's waning crescent phase, only a sliver of the moon's surface can be seen on Earth. That waning crescent kind of looks like a crescent roll or a banana. So maybe we have that tonight. A constellation is a group of stars that makes a pattern in the night sky. And last but not least, for a prize or a homework pass, answer the last question. Is a waxing moon growing or shrinking? Is a waxing moon growing or shrinking? And again, you can find the answers above this. Okay, so once you read this story, you have to answer. We go back to Power School and we're going to click on the worksheet for Earth and space only. Don't click on anything else. Once you have that, this is the worksheet. Now, there is a way that you can write in this PDF file, but I don't have the updated version, so I can't. You guys can probably. However, you can print this out and circle your answers and then send it to me. Or I decided to turn this into, well, I didn't decide to make it. My friend made it for me, so thank you, Miss Yano. She turned this into this. Same questions, and I'll show you. The first one says, the sun, which is a blank, is Earth's source of heat and light. If you see, the sun, which is a blank, is Earth's source of heat and light. It's the same questions with the same answers. So you can use this document, and if you remember what we did for social studies, if you know the answer to it, you simply can just highlight it, click on a color of your choice, and that could be your answer. Or you can write next to it, this is the answer, or you can write, this is the answer. Whatever you want to do. Okay? Or some of you might even want to, you can delete, everything and keep the answer if that's what you want to do too. There's several ways that you could do this. So if this is the answer, which is not, I'm just showing you. So if that's what you want to do and leave the answer just like that, or write the answer in here, you can do that as well. So again, I'm sending all this to your parents. If you can't print out the paper right here, then use this one, okay? Hopefully this helps. And remember, don't do any of the other assignments until later on. Bye, guys.